The secret to making a good mixtape. First, select your length. 90 minutes is a big commitment, 2 sides equaling 45 minutes each. Then, your theme. This one's going to be a warm hug to a friend who suffers from terrible hangovers. Then, think about the shape of your mixtape, the journey you're going to take them on. It's crucial to leave a gap between songs so there's room to breathe. 3 seconds for songs that have an ending, 1.5 seconds for songs that have a fade. At the end of the first side, you want to leave them wanting more. It is crucial that you don't have a massive silence at the end, nor allow your music to just cut off. This is very poor mixtape craft. The true mixtape artisan will simply find a track in his or her collection that fits the mood and the time remaining. Once you finish side B, make sure you've correctly credited the song and the artist in the inlay. Mixtapes are a way of introducing your friend to music they may have never heard before. Make sure both sides are labeled to help your loved one if they ever become separated by the inlay. Back in the day, a mixtape was the greatest gift you could give a friend. We thought we'd take the spirit of that and apply it to sound. A new selection of inspiring instruments, sounds, and presets, free every month, the Crow Hill Company presents Vaults. Free for those who treasure sound, as a loving gesture in thanks for your support.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi, Cam.
how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm really good. I'm really excited to show you some toys.
I'm excited too. I'm excited to be walked through this new journey.
This new but familiar world of vaults.
Yes.
Yeah. So vaults. It's 10 months old now since we launched.
Tell me. I have no
the
idea.
beta. And it's been beta for a long while. If you haven't had any releases in a few months, that's because we all got together and decided how can we get Vaults out of beta. So here it is. We're at the launch version of Vaults. A little tease of the new webpage coming live any day now. The biggest difference we'll reveal, but you no longer need to download the full item. You can install packs independently.
Pick and choose.
Which we had, without exaggerating, thousands of requests for people to do that. So we really listened. Although it looks similar to the original Vaults beta, it has been completely rewritten from scratch. So visually this sort of similar aesthetic, but there's not one iota of code that's the same. So really exciting.
Interesting. Cool.
So in order to facilitate this lovely new Vault system where you can have different bits of content, we have something really exciting. We have, as all cool kids should have, an app. We have a Crow Hill app.
Nifty.
It is very nifty. So let's start by just installing that.
Sure.
You're on one of these fancy new Macs, right?
I am indeed. Yes.
Perfect. So we now have the installer. Really simple. We have the Crow Hill app. It's just going to, with a lovely little arrow, tell you to drag it into your applications. Doink. And we now have an app.
Lovely.
So first time you open the app, it's going to run you through the setup, ask you for a few things, make you log into your account. But then after that, it's a really simple, smooth process. So let's dive right into it. When you first open the app, it will ask you to run through the installation service. It's just a one-time thing. That's because the app lets you run through the collection of instruments that you have, and also lets you download them and install them and make sure they're all up to date. So the app needs to be able to install things on your computer. So it instructs you, got it, and it'll ask you for some credentials. Perfect. It will notify you to say a little background item has been added, and that's just the ability to install products. So instead of you having to run these installers and going through all the steps, Magic App does it for you.
Great.
Next thing, sign into the account. Again, you can choose just to do this once. So I'll let you sign in. Perfect. So we're now signing in.
Nice.
And you can see it will sync. So it will sync to the products that you have got through the website. So you can see that you've got a couple. It will also show you what's actually installed in your machine. Because you actually work for Crow Hill, you have lots more things installed in your machine than you've purchased through the website. You do get them for free. It's a little bit of a perk. You can also see what's currently installing, in this case nothing, and what updates are available. So we can see, because you get sent betas of our instruments when we're making them, you can see there's quite a few on your computer that are out of date now.
Correct. Yes.
So this is, again, a huge request you've had from people, being able to tell what version of the instrument they currently have installed versus what version's available. So now if we look at any of these, it will tell you what version you actually have installed versus what the latest version is. Really simple. If it says update, you can click update and it will install the update for you. So the process is as easy as doing this. So we're here for vaults. So the cool new thing of vaults is you can now access each instrument as a little separate pack.
Very cool.
So let's just add some of my favorites. So we have you playing guitar. We have me playing synth. We're starting a band. We have a bunch of other people that are neither of us playing strings. And we have some cool little keys.
That'll be Christian, right?
Yeah.
Playing dulcimer. Solid band.
So we'll save some download time by only adding a couple of them. But you can obviously add any selection you want. They now appear in your cart and you can check out. I'll just view it first to double check. Everything now exists. The price should say 0 unless you buy something at the same time. And let's just proceed to checkout. Let's make sure that it's in your account, so appear in your app, as well as make sure when we do update stuff, you're notified and you're able to update things.
Sure.
So I'll let you check out since
take over
I don't actually know where you live. Perfect. So you have now got all those vaults.
Great.
So the app every few moments will check your account and make sure that it's up to date. If you're a bit impatient, there's a button that will always appear at the bottom that just says, please refresh.
Refresh, right.
So we can be patient or let's hit refresh. Boom. So in real time, all your newly purchased, although free, vaults appear here. So surprise, surprise, the next step, installing them. So I don't know about you, but I kind of want to see all of them. So let's just spam these buttons and install them all
the time. Yeah.
Great. We can now go, got it. So since it's the first time that we've run this, we now have to hit install. Again, the first time it will warn you to make sure your DAW is closed. Your DAW will have to be closed in order to install plugins. That's just to make sure that they actually appear in the plugin list.
Understood.
Perfect. And that's the Chorus Synth installed and activated. So we'll just run through the other ones. There you go. Vaults is now installed. You have 4 new instruments. They're on your computer, they're activated. And what's nice is you can constantly track the version you have versus the version that's available. So you are up to date.
Great. Do you want me to
hand over the mouse and let you logic it up?
Let's open a new project. And we'll see if it's here. Let's go on Crow Hill.
Crow Hill. And so something that I kind of want to point out here, Vaults Beta, if you had that before, it will still exist in your computer. So all your old sessions will still open and act like they used to. Vaults is a separate plugin. It will live separately, although it has similar content and aesthetic now. Vaults Beta is retired, but it will still exist. So your old sessions will open. Don't be scared. But yeah, we want to go for Vaults this time.
Stereo.
And there you go. So we have Vaults. Cool. It's familiar, but a little bit different. We have a slightly updated logo because we're not on beta anymore. And we zhuzhed up the wallpaper just so it was somewhat different. But yeah, just like before, you can scroll through your available instruments. Or you can access the browser and choose what's here. Now, what's special about this, and some people may have sort of caught on before, is we're not going to stop at 6. There'll be a new vault every single month. But every time a vault comes in, another vault will be leaving. So we have a new vault coming out in October. When that one comes in, the Attic Grand, which we didn't download, will be unavailable.
So what happens if you've used in a particular composition the Attic Grand?
So if you download it, it's yours forever.
Okay.
It's just unavailable on the website. So let's say in X months when Chorus Synth isn't available anymore, it will. If you've added it to your account, it will always live here. You can always re-download it. If there's an update available, you'll always be able to get the update. If you move to a new computer, you'll still be able to download it. It's yours. It's just that someone just discovering vaults will not be able to get it at that point. There's a few reasons why we're doing this, really just to keep it fresh and fun for ourselves. and just to make sure that people sort of value and cherish what they download. It's when something is free, and we're really happy this is free and we can offer this, but it's really easy to download something and not actually use it.
Sure.
And we spend a lot of time building these things to be used in music. So yeah, each vault doesn't live forever in availability. So even if you don't think you need it today and you might need it next week, just download it now before it disappears.
Thank you, Cam, for walking me through that. I appreciate it.
No, thank you. And you don't know this yet, but you're scheduled to make a few more vaults with us very soon.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. So
I'm on the books.
yeah, so enjoy.
Yeah.
Links in the description.
Make sure to like and subscribe to the Crow Hill YouTube channel. That helps us out a lot.